Ja, det var det. Jeg skulle snakke med han derre fyren på grunn av jeg tok meg av kameraten hans. Men tydeligvis så det en vei lenger fram. Lenger fram og så opp. Hva var det for noe? En camp. Archery. Det gøy.
Hail, pilgrim! If it's good company around...
God bless you, miners. Where are you headed?
Greetings! Where? To bathe our bones in the fresh air. You know, man. For us, the sun is what you might call a precious commodity.
That makes sense. So you found a nice seam in these parts, eh?
Nah, man. There's nothing here. Me and the Maras are on our way somewhere better. We heard tell somewhere near Sasau they're after yakkers like us to open up some manways and new drift mouths. And there's some nice chink in it.
Chink?
Aye, I could spill it to you, kidder, seeing as you're not one of us. There's no way you'd fit into our breech levers. Good addlings there for every yakker, you know.
What's a cleat?
You can tell me about cleats and breech leathers all you want, but I've no idea what you're talking about.
Right you are, kidder. Lad, it's miners' talk. I should have known from the off we ought to clear that canch out for you.
I hope that's not as painful as it sounds. And how come there's not more of you?
Aye, that's a tricky question. The Maris in Kuttenberg are at it at Hammer and Tongs, and our fellas have been sent for all the way from Aragon and that. And a lot of us is spading wells and ditches.
Aye, it's a tough old world right now.
Nowadays, they're so desperate for hewers, they're even paying Arleys and smart money.
Did I hear you say something about Sasau?
Aye, man, you didn't all. Sigismund set the whole place ablaze. The mining in Skalitz has gone to hell and the yakkers with it.
Ooh.
And the props burnt out and all.
Yeah, I know the place. I'm actually from Skalitz.
Well then, kidder, tell it to us straight. What the fuck kind of backcast happened there that they ruined it that bad?
It's that scum Sigismund. His Cumans butchered everyone.
Aye, and now Sigismund set up camp outside Kuttenberg and he's eyeing up their silver and all.
Why do you have bows with you? I almost mistook you for hunters.
Oh, that? Nothing that peculiar. You see, King Wenceslas himself gave us yakkers his royal seal of approval to dabble in a bit of archery. And in Kuttenberg, the yakkers gather once a year for a grand tournament.
How about you and me have a wager on our shooting skills?
What the hell? Why not? At least it'll while away the time. What's it to be? Longbow or crossbow?
Longbow.
Bow, I reckon.
All right. What do you feel up to? Because it's not going to be free.
Here it
Hang on.
is.
I'll see how much I have. Yeah, here it is. So, can we start?
Wait a while until I get the other archers. Meanwhile, you can get ready and wait for the signal. Get in line. And go! That's 5 points.
De treffer.
Smack bang in the middle.
Oh, wow.
2 more points in the bag.
Ja, jeg må virkelig skyte der.
Another 5 points.
Shit,
That's 5 points. Smack bang in the middle.
Jeg tror jeg må treffe midten på alle, nå.
God, I'm never gonna hit the bullseye at this rate.
Tror ikke jeg kan vinne det nå. Wow, jeg tappte.
That's how it's done.
All hail to the victor, meaning me!
Jeg håper jeg kan gjøre det en gang til, ass.
You're right, kidder.
I'd like to compete at archery.
Again? But you only finished shooting a while ago. What's it to be?
I think...
All right.
Hang on, yeah.
Wait a while. Well, good sir.
Okay.
And go!
That's 5 points.
Another 5 points.
If only my aim was always that good.
Ja,
Well, I've done worse. That's 5 points. Shot! Smack bang in the middle. I'm shooting like Apollo himself today.
Nei,
Another 5 points.
de her gutta her jo helt drøye da.
All hail to the victor, meaning me.
Jeg må skyte igjen, ass.
Greeting.
I'd like to...
Again?
Skal vinne.
What's it?
I think it's...
All right.
Hang on. Yeah.
Wait a while.
Oh well. And go. Shot. Smack bang in the middle. I'm shooting like Apollo himself today.
2. Wow. Come on.
I'm shooting like Apollo himself today.
Whatever, ass.
Shot. Another 5 points. If only my aim was always that good. Another 5 points.
Jeg har ikke sjans på det her, Skulle du ha 2 alarmer i søvne?
That's how it's done.
Jeg må bare treffe midten på hver eneste pil for å ta det her.
All hail to the victor, meaning me.
God bless.
I'd like to...
Again. What's it?
I think...
All right.
Hang on. Yeah.
Wait a
Oh well.
Hvorfor er alltid den der midterste, den er verre? Kan jeg skyte på de andre?
Shot.
Nei. Okay.
That's how it's done. Shot.
Nei. Nei.
I'm shooting like Apollo himself today. That's 5 points. Herregud, I'm never going to hit the bullseye at this rate. I'm shooting like Apollo himself today. That's how it's done. Shot. Herregud, I'm never going to hit the bullseye at this rate.
Jeg må vinne. Nei, må. Yes!
Sucra. You're a better shot than me. Here's your prize.
Thank you. I'd like to compete at...
Again? What's it to be?
Jeg skal vinne tilbake pengene mine
Alright.
nå.
Hang on. Yeah.
Wait a while.
Get in line.
Dette blir siste tryen.
And we're off. That's 5
Ja,
points.
jeg er her nå. Ok.
That's how it's done. I'm shooting like Apollo himself today. Smack bang in the middle. If only my aim was always that good. That's how it's done.
Nei, da tappte jeg bare fordi jeg bomma på den ene der, liksom.
2 points. Not great, not terrible. I'm shooting like Apollo himself today.
Whatever.
Smack bang in the middle.
Jeg kan fortsatt vinne. Likt.
All hail to the victor, meaning me.
Shut up, man. Han vant ikke, alle var likt. Teit, ass.
Quick! God! Go!
Stamping ground? Det er perk.
God!
Det var noe jeg fant. Jeg hadde en pause og vasket opp litt og sånn, og så er jeg tilbake igjen nå.
Quick!
Så jeg føler ikke jeg kan skru av med en gang, i hvert fall spille en time eller noe. Hvis du skal være med på Unshrouded, du kan bare spille du da.
God!
Og få litt gear hvis du vil det. Jeg bruker de rebroadcastene til å lage YouTube-videoer. Så det er litt teit å spille 12 minutter. Ja, han har vakt her nå, jo.
A blessed evening to you.
I took care of Canker.
Seriously? So you brought me his mace like I told you to?
Of course. Here you go.
Yeah, that's it. Canker's
Ikke som
best
absolutt
mace.
så går opp. Ja,
Just
nice.
as filthy and slimy as its owner. Good job, Henry. Here you go. It's not much, but I won't get any more than that out of old Samine for the job.
Who's next?
Hold your horses, lad. Those bastards have to be tracked down. Give me some time.
Fine. I'll stop by later.
Well, see you later. Have a good evening.
Kult at han ble en snill gutt til slutt da. Men ja, jeg tar fast travel opp dit, jeg henter den boka, og så kan jeg dra ned til Semin Mill. Hvordan er energy og sånn da? 80 energy.
God! Go! Quick! God!
Bokta er vel rundt her til... Ja, her oppe. I remember because I had to YouTube it. Jeg hadde ikke finnet den uansett selv, ass. Hard.
Oh, it's starting to stink. I hope someone pays for a
Sand-coloured cover, embossed. That'll be the book Crazel wants, but it's quite ordinary.
Da er jeg faktisk å ta meg en tur på
Apart from being
kvelden.
covered in shit.
Gjøre en night talk. Ser ut som dag, selv om det er kveld. Har jeg egentlig recipe til night talk? Det har jeg ikke, ass. Det trenger jeg. Jo, her er han. Firebright, Belladonna og Chamomile. Chamomile. Klokka er 21. Ser det senere, de ingrediensene, for nå er vel butikken stengt.
Go! Quick! God!
Stammen at denne hesten her er helt vild, jo.
Quick!
For lenge siden noen har kalt hesten her for nag.
Quick!
Før så dere han alltid og snakket dritt.
Whoa!
Hus det. Oi, oi, oi. What? Come on, man. Du har bare 18 groschen i hvert fall. 82 strength, og jeg har 91 min. Min er bedre. Krasser over her. Lurer på en ting, har jeg horsemanship? Nei. Den trenger jeg. Jeg tar den, jeg. Crippling shot. Da er det veldig nice å treffe dem, liksom.
Go! Go! Ja! Go! Ja! Go! Ja!
Dette er en guard, eller? Human? Huntsman?
Go! Quick! Ja!
Da får jeg tilbake stammen da, det er så sjukt, ass.
Ja!
Resten er brutalt god, liksom. Jeg har ikke torch en equip på den her, jeg. Eller dagger.
Ja! Go!
Har du lyst til å slåss igjen, eller?
What do you want at this time of night?
Ah, ok. Jeg må sove. Det slåss. I regnet, liksom.
Good morning to you.
So how's it going?
Good.
Anything new at the mill?
Not really.
Are you still organising fights?
Aye. Do you want to join?
Come on, let's fight some more.
Again? All right. But we still have to make a bet.
Here's the money.
Good. Defend yourself.
I feel quite hungry!
Den vil ikke fighte noe opptatt, den. Slaughter.
Oh, say, Henry. You battered me pretty good. Here's your money. Enjoy it.
Og det han der ene der som alltid stopper fighten før han blir knocka ut. Jeg har lyst til å knocke den
Greetings,
ut.
how can I help?
Well, are you still fighting people?
Of course. Do you want to try again?
What about one more fight?
I don't have anything better to do anyway. Not so fast.
I do.
Say your prayers.
No mercy!
Han hjalp jo opp, da.
All right, so you won.
Thanks for the fight.
You can shove your thanks up your ass. Here, it's yours.
Det sinne han.
Careful.
Det er han her, siste.
Good morning, lad.
Are you still fighting sometimes?
Hvorfor står han der?
What else am I supposed to do all day?
What about another brawl?
Damn, you're enjoying this. But don't forget the bet.
Here's the money.
Hvorfor står han der?
That's more like it. Are you ready? Well, God be with you.
No mercy!
Get up, man. Ja, for det sveis.
You really kicked my ass.
You alright?
It's nothing compared to a beating from Vera. Here, your winnings. You earned it.
I heard about this fella who always
Så det virker som at det er bare sånn evigvarende
You could team
quests.
up. Greetings. What brings you here so early in the morning? God be with you, sir.
Jeg tror kanskje det var hun Bonnie, ja, men det var ikke det. Han er nede. Har du noe mat?
Greetings, my friend.
What's new around here?
Nothing much, lad. At least I haven't heard about anything.
What's new around here?
Nothing much.
I have a few more questions about thievery.
You know I don't like that ugly word. What do you want to know about the art?
That's all. That's all. I've travelled half the region on account of your saltpeter. So I think it's time you told me something about yourself.
I think by now you know who I am and what my place in the world is. This is where I stand. And over there is my mill. I'm just an ordinary miller with an extraordinary interest in the way the world runs.
Well, at least tell me why you've settled in Lower Semine, of all places.
Isn't it obvious? It's the arse end of the world. It's peaceful here. At least it was until you came around and started asking questions.
I have the book for you.
Well, I must admit, I haven't had an apprentice this handy in a long time. Zinnik has nothing on you.
I had a peek inside. The pictures are nice, but what do you want to learn from them?
You'll find out soon enough. Show me that miraculous thing. This really is something. But why is it all covered in shit, for fuck's sake?
But the essence of life from the skies didn't bother you, and now you're squeamish.
Oh, refining saltpeter. Boil wine and alum. Grind. Ah, of course, it makes sense. I'll study the rest on the way. Well, the last chapter of our story of knowledge awaits us. The grand finale.
So what now? Do you have another job for me?
Charcoal. Sulfur from Hermes Trismegistos. Saltpeter from the carcass pit. As long as Black Bertolt didn't make any mistakes in his calculations, we have everything.
What Bertolt? Oh, God damn it, Kraser, what's going on here? I'm tired of flying back and forth like a rag on a stick. I won't be led around by the nose. Will you finally tell me what's going on?
Believe it or not, all this secrecy had its reasons. But now I don't have to hide anything from you. It's time. We'll meet with the others in the lair, and there you'll learn the whole truth. You go ahead. I'm going to get a few things ready here.
All right, then. I hope you keep your word this time.
Report suspicious activity to the bailiff. Jeg må gjøre det, for jeg har ikke gjort det før. La oss se om han har du... Kjøpe et par sånne. Kan du kjøpe den og den? Nei, da har du ikke penger. Sånn. Ikke så han kan kjøpe litt mer. Sånn. Kjøpe de der Brunswick Mapsa også, for dem trenger jeg ikke lenger. Boom. Jeg skal bli part with suspicious activities. Sladrank. Stopp. Defenseless person, så det stod der.
You have a kind master, eh, Matt?
Someone! Help!
Out of here! Help me with him!
Back to Ma, are you?
Nice
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp.
That's him!
Fucker.
He's got no chance alone! My God!
Slice him up.
Banditter.
I'm bleeding!
3 banditter kan prøve å ta en hel caravan, liksom.
Supposed to be a trip. You were starting to scare me.
Stop that whistling. You're behaving like a child.
Shut up. Og de var optimistiske, ass. Det var jo faen meg 20 mann mot 3. Er det apothecary her? Nei. Da er det taco, ikke da? Troskovic,
Go! Go!
Supporter dem, ass. Ny perk point I horsemanship. Det har jeg ventet på, skjønner du. Ja, det var ikke noe særlig... When using fast start, the horse will start even faster before and not lose stamina. Prøve det der, da.
Whoa! Nice one!
Hva... Ok, dobbeltklikke.
Go! Go!
Ka! Ka!
Yes.
Go! Go! Ka! Quick!
Whoa!
Straight to the bailiff.
God be with you. Keep the peace and we'll stay friends.
Greetings,
Excuse me?
Master Guard.
Riding on a pig, yelling
Ja,
about how
Rick,
you
takk
were
for follow.
Sigismund of Luxembourg
Velkommen.
himself.
Christ.
It's time for the rat house to make a move on Crazel.
Do we have enough evidence to lock that rabble up? Tell me.
You might want to sit down for this, Thrush. Crazel has something that would allow him to raise the whole of Trotsky to the ground if he wanted to.
My God, how? Tell me.
Listen.
Goddamn Crazel.
What now?
It's time to put an end to it. I'll take a few men, and we'll head to that lair of theirs. Show us the way. Is there anyone missing here?
No. This is the whole gang.
Master Bailiff, what are you doing out here? In the forest? Such a rare honor.
The game is up, Crazel. In the name of the king, you'll tell me every last detail of what's going on here.
Of course. My conscience is clear. It's just that my apprentice here must have misunderstood the goal of our efforts. I assume that's why he brought you here.
Don't try to worm your way out of it. Henry here has cause to suspect something underhand is going on here.
You don't say. What sort of underhand things do you mean?
You sent me to steal the document from the rat house.
Don't associate me with thievery.
Bad,
you know I hate that word. The document was mine, and you decided on your own how to obtain it.
Horseshit. You've got all the thievery in the county under your thumb. Bonnie and Zinnek robbed a lot of poor farmers.
What my hands do behind my back is their own business. You can't prove any of it, Thrush.
I can't prove the thievery, Crazel. You're right about that. But I'll find plenty of evidence against you right
Jo, det
here.
guards på
The
siden.
manufacture of black powder is a crime. I'm giving you one last chance to confess and avoid a visit to the torture chamber.
A crime? How could it be a crime? Is it a crime to walk down a path no one has walked before? To pick a flower no one has ever picked? Or to make love to a girl no one has ever made love to?
Save the poetry for someone who cares, Miller. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
But you don't know what I'm talking about. You see the shadows on the wall, but you miss the flame casting them. You don't understand the world hidden behind the world of matter. You'll never know what it means to harness and control that matter. What it means to wield the power of fire.
And you don't know when to stop babbling about your delusions, because you just unwittingly confessed.
What the hell is going on here?
You don't know? I thought you'd be more insightful, after all we've been through together.
You never were particularly outgoing.
And I see I wasn't wrong about you. You're just an ordinary fool. You fail to understand that behind my actions is nothing but a pure desire for true knowledge. To hell with the golem, the Kabbalah, shadows, and light. This is proof that knowledge is a weapon. This is real power. If it gets into the right hands, stone shall not be left upon stone. It'll tear down your whole old world, along with the church and all that shit around it. Then God's justice will finally come among men.
I'd truly like to see that.
Sero sapiunt frigus.
Don't hide behind Latin. Your university lectures won't save you. You underestimated us. Especially our scribe. He learned all about black powder and the danger it poses. I didn't catch you for thievery, but I'll have you for aiding and abetting outlaws. You'll hang. All of you!
I have nothing to do with outlaws. I swear. Do you think I'd share such a secret with anyone?
Then what did you want to do with black powder?
To try it out, to test its power.
And how would you do that? Blow up the rat house?
No. Why would you think that?
You spoke of the end of the old world. Where else would you start but in Droskowitz?
You're more conceited than I thought. You think everything revolves around you and your little rat house? Henry, for Christ's sake, say something. You know me. You must understand.
They're gonna kill me.
Perhaps he's telling the truth. Maybe he doesn't deserve to die.
It's too late for mercy now, Henry. I thought you were on our side.
There is only one wisdom and truth that is hidden in the very essence of things. You can't stop progress. There will be others after me. The discovery of black powder will eventually reach the people and serve the purpose for which God intended it. From the spark will come an explosion of knowledge, and then nothing will stop the coming of the new kingdom of God.
You might be right, but it'd be wiser not to start such experiments in these dark times. What would happen if Sigismund got his hands on this secret of yours? Or someone even worse than him?
You don't understand anything.
That's enough. Miller Crazel for rebellion against the king and the order of the world in a time of war. I sentence you and your accomplices to death by hanging. The sentence shall be carried out immediately and on the spot, as is the custom when dealing with rebels like you. Men, hang them from the rafters in this hole of theirs. Let them swing there as carrion for the crows and a warning to others.
Seriøst?
You shouldn't be bothering us here.
The hell? Den fortjente ikke det, ass. Så fuck det der, ass. Det der er ikke jeg med på, ass. Det der skjedde ikke.
I'm always glad.
Hvor langt tilbake er det? 10 minutter. Den fortjener ikke det, ass. Det skjedde ikke. Ok, så... Det var bare en drøm Henry hadde. Så bare, åh, shit. Det der må ikke skje. Jeg kan ikke dra til han politimannen da. Bailiffen. Så gjorde han det riktige. Faen, det er bad feeling rundt det der, ass. Jeg tror ikke hun skal bli drept, liksom. Har du lyst til å se dem i stoksa?
What'll happen now?
Our last supper, with only one but very filling course, awaits us.
Crazel, please. For once, just once, tell me what's actually going on.
And rob myself of enjoying your blissful ignorance? Not a chance. Tell me yourself, what do you think is going to happen?
Well, hopefully I'll finally find out what the point of all this was.
Or not, until you try another dose of niter.
I wouldn't do that to him. Not today. Bonnie will start today. At least I'll finally see if she understood my teachings. Bonnie?
First of all, I'd like to thank you on behalf of the whole gang for all the work you've done. We could never have finished the job without you. We found two new partners, you and Monarch here. It's good to have someone to rely on. So, it's time we started being honest with you, so you can finally learn the whole truth.
Not yet. Let's pull up that uppity bastard's leg a bit longer. That's the fun part.
One more word, Zinek, and you'll get one on the nose.
Calm down, friend. I'm just kidding. Tell him then, Bonnie.
This whole time, you've been collecting ingredients and clues for us. But, so you wouldn't go nosing around, we always told you it was for something different than it actually was.
The miller here calls it tackets.
Tactics, you idiot. And everything worked out according to plan. So today we're finally close to our great success. With the help of Hermes Trismegistos and his successors, we'll finally complete the dream of all alchemists. Our magnum opus.
Exactly, Bonnie.
Magnum opus. A great work of alchemy. You're trying to make the Philosopher's Stone.
I see you've learned something after all. But no, the Philosopher's Stone isn't our goal.
Let's see then, Henry. What is it you think we're making here?
Some kind of weapon?
Well, Henry's not too far from the truth after all, don't you think? Actually, he's pretty spot on. Although weapons were our last order of business. Let's start at the beginning. My father was a miller as well, but I was never much interested in the trade. Even as a young boy, I loved running around Lower Samine and investigating everything living and dead. And I had a lot of questions about everything. And my mother, God rest her soul, decided it'd be best for me to go to study in Prague. As soon as I grew up and gained a bit of sense, I packed my bags and left.
Keep it short, Crazel. I don't need to hear your life story.
You won't know the context. But very well, as you wish. I didn't finish studying at the university, but I fell into alchemy. And when I returned to the mill, I started doing my own experiments. Once I tried mixing sulfur, charcoal, and saltpeter. I had a candle burning next to me. A gust of wind scattered the mixture. And all of a sudden, bang! I almost shit myself, I tell you. But then I realized I'd unwittingly created a miracle. Explosive black powder.
So I was right. You're making weapons.
No, it's about much more than that. We're all in on it now.
I couldn't continue my experiments on my own, but Bonnie and Zinnik did a few little jobs for me.
So he initiated us.
But we just still didn't know how to do it right and not blow ourselves up in the process.
And we used up a huge amount of saltpeter and sulfur.
By the way, the manuscript from that Hermes Trismegistos was our shopping list and price list for material from Kuttenberg.
Only we didn't know correct proportions. I looked up a few of my former fellow students and brought it up with them. And we found out that before us, some monk had already made the discovery.
Some fella called Black Bertold, and that he even started writing a book called
Feuerwerkbuch.
We couldn't believe our luck when we found out there's a copy of it right here at Trotsky.
And you know the rest.
It's a discovery that will change history.
Det litt
The right hands, it can make miracles happen.
Spennende å se,
All
for
it
at han
takes
den
is
eneste
a
som har
spark.
studert
A
university og
storm
sånn.
of fire
Og
will
da kan han
sweep away the
liksom
old world order. It will wipe out stupidity and ignorance, once and for all.
And what will happen
Det
now?
var sikkert sånn før i tida, at
As I said,
de som var lucky
we're
nok
about to
til
have
å
our
da
last supper on our
studere,
journey to
de
satisfy
kunne
our
lure
hunger for
sånne
knowledge. A feast of
idioter som
smoke
aldri
and
gikk på skolen.
fire.
Lett å
Blackbird
bli
told
sånn
never
kultleder,
finished
akkurat
his
som han
book.
er.
Because he never had enough
Det skjedde
ingredients for
sikkert
his last
helt, ass.
great experiment. But now, thanks to you, we do. We can finally finish Berthold's work and finish his book. We'll see with our own eyes what a barrel of black powder can do. I hope you're as excited as I am.
I've heard enough. Now I want to see that with my own eyes.
Let's do it then. Bonnie, is everything ready?
Indeed, it is. We can get started. Long live the beautiful new world.
Looks like it ain't working.
I'd say it works just fine.
This will change history.
What? I can't hear a thing. But I'd say it works just fine.
Jeg har tydeligvis en avtale om et kvarter, så det blir ikke så mye til, fares. Det blir sånn frem og tilbake på streamsa i dag. Jeg skal streame litt etterpå og spille litt Uncharted i hvert fall, hvis det er hjemme. Ellers så spiller jeg bare mer av det her.
We've been through a lot together. Will you finally tell me more about yourself?
Have you not grown tired of all this constant questioning? I've told you plenty already. And if I left something out, it was for a good reason.
Ja, det
I
det
know
jeg sa,
about
en
the
avtale nå om et
university,
kvarter,
the
så
alchemy,
vi får se
your
etter
desire
det.
to change the world. But I don't know anything about you as a person.
That's a question I'd like to know the answer to myself. To find yourself and who you really are. Isn't that the only true meaning of life?
You really led me on about the gunpowder magazine, didn't you? A golem made of dough, souls inside saltpeter, the secrets of light and shadow. That was all just empty talk, wasn't it?
Not exactly. It's all based on the real philosophy of the Jewish Kabbalah. I studied the writings of Bonaventura and Dietrich von Freiberg, but it was never in my interest to put their theories into practice. But they work brilliantly as a cover-up, don't you think?
I reckon I played the fool well, if you thought I was falling for your delusions all along. I worked for Conrad Keyser himself, just so you know. And he never tried anything like that on me.
Keyser? Fancy that. Next time I'll play it safe and stick to the classics like Thomas Aquinas.
So for the last time, Crazel, what now?
I'll do what I promised, and what will most likely be my fate. I'm going to gather together all the knowledge I've acquired and finish Black Berthold's book. I'll finish his opus.
Uh-huh. And what about me?
That's up to you, Henry. You're a free man. Lower Samine has no hold over you, and never did. You know, the inevitability of God's plan takes no interest in people like you and me. We'll always be little people, beneath it all.
That sounds somehow hopeful in a peculiar way, I'd say. Now I'm even happier about the great thing we've accomplished here.
The ideal conclusion, I'd say. Maybe it's time to carry sacks at a different mill. But if you're still interested in learning a bit more, drawing from the well of alchemical knowledge...
I know where to find you.
Indeed.
Crazel?
Confused.
Farewell, and wash up a bit.
I'd like to learn something.
What would you like to know?
Okay. 500.
I hear you're good at opening locks without a key.
All right, I'll show you something.
Håper jeg får mer skills, altså hvis du betaler 500,
I'd like to learn something.
And what would you...
så burde du få en del mer
I need a few
XP
tricks on how to blend in a crowd.
Thanks. I'll teach you...
enn 100, når de 100, liksom.
Black powder? I'd never have expected that from Crazel.
Imagine, that monarch of ours is half deaf.
That dog of yours? What does that have to do with the gunpowder magazine?
Just that I was wondering that the explosions didn't bother him at all. At least he won't suffer here. And now I'm not surprised he was so unhappy with that bastard Vasarik. Hey, how did you know what we were actually doing?
I didn't exactly.
But you said weapons. How did you find out? Did we let it slip somehow?
The moment you started dealing with saltpeter, I thought you might be making arrowheads out of those crystals.
Sakra. That means it's all on me. I told Crazel we should use the story about the butchers and say less about the golem. Anyway, you did a damn fine job. You deserve a nickname from me, like I promised. We're going to call you Sourdough.
What?
Sourdough?
Well, when you came here, you were kind of unrefined, grey, nothing much. But as you gained experience, you rose and rose until you've risen into a companion we need not be ashamed of. Take care then, Sourdough, and come back and visit sometime. Farewell, and take a bath for goodness sake. You look awful.
Det du også. Jeg ble møkket tilbake i noen eksplosjoner, liksom.
What do you think of Crazel?
Is this some kind of test or what? I can think what I want and I keep my opinion to myself. And you ought to do the same.
Black powder? Well, now.
You didn't expect that, eh?
I'm not so stupid that I wouldn't realise you're not just milling wheat here.
Bollocks! But it is true, you did guess right that we was making weapons. Anyways, I hope the miller gives us a bit of extra coin now things has finally worked out.
Ah, in the worst case, you can go back to licking the walls of pigsties.
But next time you'll be coming with me.
Farewell.
And take a bath, for goodness sake. You look awful.
Da er det vel ikke så veldig mye mer å gjøre enn main questen, da, er det det? Ta bare en færs av oss siden jeg har litt dårlig tid. Avoid. Nei. Det gikk ikke godt.
For glory and carnage, die!
Oi, skjer med kannen. Han lille karen der, liksom. Det må ta meg, hæ? tror den questen der kanskje han der... fighteren.
God grant you health. Greetings.
Nei, ikke noe. Ok, hvor den der fighting pen? Den her borte. Combat Arena.
God bless.
Greetings to you,
Jeg tror han kunne trene litt med å gi meg noen trikk, sånn der... Kaptein, eller hva han er. Der står den der, tror jeg.
Greetings to you.
I'd like to learn a new combat technique.
Certainly. Why not? I happen to have some time on my hands, and a good stretch would do me well. If you are not afraid of fistfights, I'll show you a little trick. It is actually a simple blow with the back of the hand to the opponent's neck. I was taught it by a good old Franciscan, back when I was studying.
That sounds good.
But of course, it's first. You kick your opponent between the legs and pretend you're losing your balance. But at that moment, you swing the back of your hand at his neck. It won't put a blow down, but it'll give you time to attack again. Now come and try it a few times. Good. You've really got...
Men hva... Jeg ser det. Kombos. Unarmed. Venstre ned, høyre.
Got a knack for it.
I'd like to learn a new...
Why not?
Hold
I
on.
can show you. It's not... Gladly. You start if you do it. Now come and... Good.
Kombos, pole arm. Venstre, høyre, den er easy, husker jeg. Høyre, venstre. Venstre, ned.
Lord Bombergov sent me. I'm supposed to collect, a gift in return for my services.
If he sent you directly to me, you must have made quite an impression on him. In that case, I'll give you one of our best weapons. What would you choose?
Battle axe. Jeg tror det Battle axe er liten øks, tror jeg. Jeg tror ikke de har two-handers i det spillet her. Jeg prøver.
I'd like a battle axe.
An excellent choice against heavy armor. The weapon itself is right. Get a shield to go with it and you'll be unstoppable.
Thanks for the advice.
If you want to train your combat skills, after all, any weapon...
Så... Det var dritt da. I forhold til hammeren. Men jo, hva var den der... Hvis du prøver disse her. Høyre, ned.
Can we fight?
As you wish. Practice or the real thing?
Real.
I want real weapons. Not...
How many opponents do you want?
One is plenty.
If you say so.
Nei, det er ikke det våpenet. Det er våpenet. Vent, jeg har glemt allerede.
Bleeding, are you? Well,
herregud, ass. Ja, whatever.
Excuse me.
I've been thinking about that torture.
And? Are you ready? Von Bergov will soon lose patience.
Let's do it.
Det torturerer nå.
New blood? Did the last two get tired?
We're not Trotsky guards.
I don't give a fuck who you are. I still won't tell you anything.
Lord von Bergov thinks otherwise.
Aye. Then all three of you can go and hold hands on your way to hell.
Ha ha! We've got a joker here. Who are you?
Nobody important.
That's for us to judge, if you wouldn't mind.
And who are you, if you're not guards?
We asked first. So answer nicely, or...
Or we'll use force.
Do as you like, yellow bellies. You'll end up just like von Bergov. On the gallows. Like all traitors.
You know what? Let's try it the easy way. If you tell us what we want to know, nothing will happen to you.
Fuck off, bastard!
This is going nowhere. You know, my friend here is a blacksmith's son. And he knows well what to do with things like these tongues here.
You won't get anything out of me. Bigger men have tried. So take those tongues and shove them up your arse, you horse and traitor!
They won't fit me, but they might fit you. Should we try?
Anything. Just spare me the jokes, please.
Jeg prøver å gjøre det uten tortur.
Let's do what we came to do. You can see there's no point in fooling around with him. Now you're going to talk, you fucking louse. Understand?
I'm not saying anything. Do as you will.
Is there a man among you they call Istvan?
Ish who?
Istvan.
It's been a pleasure. Fuck off.
Someone must be in charge of everything. I want to know who.
Fuck off!
Your leader. Who is he? You think you can impress him, do you? By how heroic and tough you are. But you know how it really is? You're nothing to them. They've probably written you off long ago. Am I right?
Exactly.
The world is full of ingratitude. You're here trying to hold your tongue like a monk under a vow of silence, and they couldn't care less.
Well, there's some truth in that. I don't know him very well. They call him Jan.
Is that it?
I really don't know nothing. I ain't been with him long. But he seems like a straight-up bloke. He's got good ideas, and nobody would dare to go against him.
One more time. Is there an Istvan among you?
He's with your...
Don't you dare say anything about my family. Do you know him or not?
I don't know him, you whoreson.
Now, there's no point in denying it. We know Istvan well.
A bit too well, I'd say.
Look, I'll tell you about him, but only because he's odd anyway.
Finally, something we can agree on.
How do you mean, odd?
He seemed lily-livered to me. A coward. He avoids combat like the devil does crosses.
Does he have a special sword?
What special sword? Dobradilla.
Henry!
Does he or doesn't he?
I don't know about any fucking sword!
Jeg må faktisk stikke nå, så jeg får ta det her igjen etterpå.